nice. Sometimes in life you just have to grab a snack and just go chilling on the beach. We're at a beautiful beach today in the Philippines. Beautiful beach. And it's gorgeous. And we're just having lunch, chilling, chilling at the beach. And that's kind of what's good about life is that you need to take time out, have a soft drink. You have to put your feet in the sand. See my feet over here? They're in the sand. Just feel the seat. The sand is so nice. And just nature is so wonderful. We're going to get up here if I can get up. We're going to get up. Oh, my butt hurts me. Oh, but it's beautiful. And what's nice about the sand in some parts of the Philippines is that, like where I'm from in California, when it's a hot day, the sand gets burning, especially like Newport Beach. But in the Philippines, the places I've been, the sand is cool. So on a hot day, the sand is beautiful and it's gorgeous. And we're going to walk out to the ocean right now. And the waves are crashing. There's people out here swimming, just enjoying the day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the Philippines. Just gorgeous. And got the coconut trees behind me and have the water. Oh, it's a little bit cold, but nothing compared to where I'm from. It's so cold in California. And here in the Philippines, it's not really that cold because the temperature is warmer and the waters are warmer here than, let's say, California. And in California, you like freeze. But in the Philippines, we're like 10 degrees off the equator. So everything is just a little bit warmer. The sun is a little bit hotter. So if you're allergic to the sun, you might not want to come to the Philippines because it's hot in the Philippines, but it's beautiful. I mean, look at the nature. And today I met a guy and he told me like how he enjoyed just being in the nature, how he rode his motorcycle to like the beach, like this one, and he just parked it and had like a picnic by himself. Nobody else. He just came by himself, had this beautiful picnic with his motorcycle parked next to him. And on social media, he never posted a picture of his face. He'd always have his legs or the motorcycle. And people said, like, why don't you like post your face? And he said, I'm just enjoying it so much. And then he would like take a rest, take a nap, get up before the sunset, and then just drive his motorcycle home. And that's what it's all about. I told the guy, that's cool, because he was telling me about his whole experience about being on a motorcycle. But it's a beautiful sunny day in the Philippines, gorgeous sunny weather. And we're in the rainy season. And of course, it can rain at any time. Had lots of different rainstorms. But today, it's a beautiful sunny day in the Philippines. And it's gorgeous. And we're just enjoying life so much. And I hope you're doing well. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We go live sometimes. I've been really busy doing remodeling and stuff and working, but we're done, I think, now. So I can come out and do more live streams and be with you. And it's coming Christmas pretty soon. So Merry Christmas. Advance! Merry Christmas to you and your family, because it's a special time of year. And all over the world, we celebrate Christmas. But it's just a beautiful day today in the Philippines. We don't have any rain today. It's just blue skies and sunshine. We like that one. We like it. And there's some, I guess, they're lifeguards over here. Maybe we'll go over there and see their training. But the Philippines is cool. The people are so nice in the Philippines. I have to really say that. And I'm not saying that to just like be nice, but the people are nice. And, twice this past week, I had problems like like getting around somewhere like a motorcycle, and I had my hands full of stuff because I'm doing construction, and people just help me out, like people that don't even know me just running to help me out. And that's just the nature of the Philippines and the people, they just like help you out. And in my country, like nobody pay attention to you and nobody really care. But in the Philippines, you have people that are nice. They see you have a problem. They see that you like need help. I never like beg people like, "Hey, come here, help me," because I'm shy. But the Filipinos, they just run over. They see I have a problem and they help me twice this past week. And I thought that was so amazing, so cool, because it's nice to be in a place, where people are nice, because I'm not used to that, to be honest with you. And I'm always kind of thinking that people are like, my home area. And they weren't very nice where I came from. They weren't nice. But in the Philippines, the people do it out of their heart. They don't be nice all the time for money, although some people like that. So if you give people a tip, they might be happy. But it's really a great life in the Philippines. We're gonna sit down for a while. And it's just a hot day today. It's really hot. How you doing today? Hello. We're doing good. We're just in the shade. It's so dang hot. Then I figured my phone would get hot too. So we're just having like a meal today. I decided I would have a cheap meal on the beach, take my shoes off, sit down, and just relax and chill. Life is so crazy sometimes, and I've been really busy, and I haven't had time to like do anything really. But it's nice now to start chilling and kind of breathing and enjoying life a little bit. But it's really, really beautiful uh, in the Philippines. And like I mentioned, the people are so cool. And, life is just a lot slower. I have a friend from the US, he's visiting, and he's telling me about all the stuff that's happening, with, let's say, taxes and the cost of living and stuff. And it's so complex living in the United States, especially in certain states like California. It's very expensive. It's very stressful. People, they work and they work and they work. They call it work, 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 because you have to do that just to keep your head above water. But in the Philippines, people don't have to do that. They can chill more, and it's a much slower way of life. So that makes it really nice, to like be able to kind of enjoy life, because life is not really just meant for working and then dying. That's not good, because there's so much beauty in the world, and so there's so much more than just working. I mean, working doesn't really make you happy. And even people with extreme amount of money and stuff, it doesn't make you happy. I once had a friend whose dad owned the largest pharmaceutical manufacturing company in the United States, and they were worth billions of dollars and billions, and none of them were happy. And they all had problems, and they all passed away mostly at a young age. And the dad lived into his early 60s and was writing checks until he passed away in his deathbed in the hospital. He's writing business checks as he's dying. I mean, what the heck? So that's why it's important to kind of slow down in life and just smell the roses and just enjoy, life, because life is such a blessing. Every day when we wake up, we should be grateful that we have another day of life, because it's not forever. And we should take care of ourselves also so that we extend our life. And I, my neighbors where I live, a lot of the neighbors are always partying, especially the boys, and they're always drinking and stuff like that. And they never see me drink because they always ask me for a drink. I think they want me to buy them alcohol. So they're like, "Hey, you want a drink?" And then you can buy me some alcohol. And then I never really drink. And And today, when I'm leaving, I gave my neighbor 300 pesos for some vitamins. And there's a delivery, probably there now. And she said, what is being delivered? And I said, vitamins. And all these ladies were there. And I said, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I just exercise, I take vitamins, and I enjoy my life. I eat what I want to eat, I guess you could say. Today I went to the gym and I exercised my arms and my legs, and just strengthen yourself. So it's always good just to always try to self improve, like do the best you can, and also stay healthy. I've had some injuries in my life on my feet and stuff, and I just try to always exercise and make my legs and feet strong because they got injured. And you have to find out your weak areas of your body and try to like take care of it and try to make things better, because if you like have areas that are not good, you should really have them looked at or take care of it. And so that's kind of the situation. I told my neighbors I don't really party like all these guys do here. And they get drunk and they fight and they get wild and stuff. And I just don't do that kind of stuff. And I don't like getting fights. And a couple of one American almost fought me last week, but I don't like that, and I just want to chill. That's why, as a foreigner, you must like realize that like you have to just, if you're in the Philippines, you have to kind of be low key. You can't be super high profile, like especially making trouble and stuff. You have to just be mellow and be nice. And I've had people in my life, they say, "Why are you so nice to people? You should just shut up and like not be friendly." And it doesn't really hurt to be friendly and be nice. Like it's okay. But because a lot of people, if let's say a foreigner is not friendly and he's like acts arrogant or stuck up, then people don't like you. They're like, oh, look at him, he thinks he's above everybody and stuff. So that's not good, when people think that you're like above them. So it's always be cool and stuff. And I don't mind being nice to people. I've always been nice. And when people tell me don't be nice, I tell them maybe I won't be nice to you. I won't be nice to you. And then, but it's just always good to be friendly and be cool and just have where people like you. I've seen foreigners, I've heard stories too, like where the foreigners have been rude and they've been like even yelling at the locals and stuff like that. And that's not cool to just be that way. And as a foreigner, if a local yells at you, just let it go. I've had this one guy near my house where I live. Uh, he's a local dude. He has a wife that I guess maybe likes me or something. And he's always like yelling at me before and always jealous. And I'm like ignoring him because I'm not like, I don't care, like I don't want to get involved in this guy's life and his family and whatever, his girlfriend. So you just have to chill and like roll with the punches. So let's say you're a foreigner and the Filipinos yelling at you or something, just like forget about it. Like it doesn't happen very often, but just like not get upset about every little thing. And I don't get upset about it because I realize that I have a good life and that maybe people are jealous or, they wish that they had a good life or whatever, and they're not happy with their life. So they want to try to make your life unhappy. But don't let that happen, because you are the person in control of your own life. And you must never allow people to behave a certain way, because I like to behave how I want to behave. And life is so nice in the Philippines. And so I just try to be good to everyone. I'm not a perfect angel, but at the same time, I just try to be chill and mellow and not cause any trouble, because when you come to the Philippines, like especially as a foreigner, you're in like another country. So you have to be respectful of like the people, the laws, and that guy, Vitaly from Russia. He came to the Philippines and was like hassling all the Filipinos and stuff. And it's like, what's up with this guy? You know, he's like causing trouble. And there's no need to really cause trouble. So please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Appreciate you. We're pushing 10,000 subscribers and we have about 4 million views videos. So that's really cool. But I just blog for fun, you know, like it's like a hobby, and I don't really like get too like bothered by it, you know, like I'm not too excited. I just enjoy life, and it's just nice to share that with you, I guess, and just enjoy every day of this beautiful world. It's so beautiful. This one guy that I met today, he's talking to me and he said, I enjoy like the the ocean, I enjoy the sunset and the moon. And I said, how cool is that? The guy just likes nature. And I said, you're really cool, a Filipino guy. And I said, that's really neat that you just have a simple life. He lives in a little local wood house with a whole bunch of family members. And, you know, I don't think they have very much money, but they're happy. You know, they drink their coffee every day when they wake up, and they talk. Sometimes they get in fights, you know, and then they make up fast and they don't hold any long lasting grudges. And that's kind of the Filipino way, you know. They get pissed off, but they soon forget about it. And then it's one big happy family again. And the difference too between, let's say, the Philippines and America is that, like in America, like when kids, let's say, turn 18, they usually go on their way, whether it's to college or work or whatever. And then they kind of leave their parents and stuff. But in the Philippines, it's quite the opposite, where the kids really love their parents and they take care of them and they really respect their parents. And they don't forget like who birthed them or who raised them. But in America, they don't really care. Like I've spent, you know, lots of money before and people don't even really care about you. I mean, they act like you're not even alive anymore, but that never happens in the Philippines. That's a big culture difference between America and the Philippines. And the Philippine culture is way better than, let's say, many Western countries and America, because the kids, you know, as they grow up, they don't really like care unless you give them money or something. And so it kind of seems like a waste of time, really, when you're like giving your life to somebody and then at the end they treat you like dog meat. So it's not really very friendly. But the Philippines is not like that. And that's what makes the Filipinos so special, is that they're very considerate of their elders, their parents, their grandparents, and they call it like Nai Nai and Lola. And, you know, they're just good people. So we're just chilling here on the beach, just enjoying it, watching the boats go by. I'll show you, there's boats going by, and it's just like a chill day today. People are swimming out in the ocean, and it's just a sunny day. Maybe some rain clouds way in the distance. We got some palm trees here, and it's a beautiful day, really. It's such a nice day. But just hanging out, having lunch. I had a minute burger, 100. They didn't have a drink, so I just got like the burger and then bought a drink, and it was only like 111 pesos. So that's what, a $2. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to like enjoy your life, to just have like a nice lunch on the beach and just chill. You know, that's what I'm doing today, and it's just a good way to live. It's just a chill, because oftentimes people who get caught up in the matrix and a fast life, because they have no chance to get out of it, really, because they have such a high pressured life to pay the bills and stuff. You know, it's a really fast way to get a heart attack and things like that, and to have sicknesses. But when you live a simple life, you have a better chance to like stay healthy. And a doctor once told me the most healthiest place to be is by the beach. And in the Philippines, there's lots of beaches. There's over 7,000 islands in the Philippines. So there's got to be a lot of beaches also to follow those islands. So life is really good. And it's warm in the Philippines. So you got to turn your aircon on, especially at night. It gets so hot and stuff. But I got a portable fan in case there's any brownouts. Living in the province, we have lots of brownouts. And there's a fan I got that is like on a battery and it lasts like up to 8 hours. So at least I got a fan when the brownout hits if I'm home in a hot day. So summer's coming in the Philippines, so it's going to get hot really soon. We're at the tail end of the rainy season, and soon it will be summer. So we're looking forward to it. Maybe do some traveling, who knows? But yeah, we're just chilling here. Thank you so much for hanging out at the beautiful beach. And there's lots of beautiful trees too, like coconut trees and stuff. I've never really had a coconut fall on my head, and I don't think I ever want that to happen. People always say like, "Move over, there's coconuts," and I'm like, "Ah, who cares?" Like, I hope it doesn't hit me. And so far, I haven't had any coconuts. Maybe if a coconut hit me in the head, it would knock some sense into me. That could be true. But I don't have one hitting me in the head, so maybe I don't have any sense knocked into me. But we're just chilling here. Everyone's enjoying their life. I mean, that's just the way life is, chill on the beach. And it's just a really good life. And it's a really good way to live. Got my bag here, just checking. But thanks for hanging out. Like I say, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like the show. We're live. We're live at the beach. I'll get up if I can. My butt really hurts. Oh, come on, get up. I don't want to get up. My feet are all like bad position and stuff. But it's just a beautiful day. It's just a gorgeous day on the beach and so happy, to be alive every day and to be with you. And I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. We got some comments there. Thank you so much. Oh, appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you for joining me. It's hot today. I think I'm gonna go home and like take a shower and chill. It's hot day, but it feels good. And I'm alone, so I don't have anyone to watch my belongings. So I can't really like go out in the ocean too far. But I was just gonna take off but look at the day. It's so beautiful. And there's such beautiful like trees. Look at the palm trees. And it's just so gorgeous, like it's so wonderful to be near a beach, especially a beautiful beach. So life is good and life is worth living, Don't get down on yourself because just realize that, like if you have a bad day, that just go to sleep and then maybe tomorrow you'll feel better because life is very beautiful and very short. So we want to experience and enjoy as much as possible of that life because it doesn't last forever. That's for dang sure. And I sure miss my mom. She passed away like 12 years ago or so. And, it's just sad, when people leave you that you feel they shouldn't leave you. And, I really loved my mom and, it's really sad. So life is short. So appreciate it. Appreciate your family because you only have one mother, you have one father, you have your one family, and you got to make the most of it and appreciate that. And don't take anyone for granted, Love everybody, especially your family, and, just enjoy them because tomorrow things could change. And that's not good, That's the way life is. It does change. But thanks for hanging out with me on the beach. My phone's probably high, probably hot, but we're having a good time. And it's just a gorgeous day underneath the coconut tree. Very beautiful, so gorgeous. And it's such a beautiful world we live in. And I appreciate you. Thanks for joining me on this live stream on the beach. We're just chilling and we're having a good time together. And thanks once again. And we're going to see you Of course. Of course. Of course. We're going to see you next time. God bless. And we're going to see you again very soon. Take care.